please welcome the class of 2024.
standing until she sets them down.
Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. Please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the national anthem performed by senior members of the EHS Concert Choir under the direction of Mr. Rendell Frunk. Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening. Welcome, friends, families, and most importantly, the 2024 graduates of Estacada High School. My name is Leah Rydell, and I'm honored to serve as interim principal at Estacada High School. Class of 2024, having gotten to know you over the course of your high school experience, it is with great pride that I stand before you today to congratulate you on this milestone achievement, your high school graduation, and encourage you as you take the next steps on your path. Tonight, I am joined on the stage by the Estacada School District Board of Directors and Superintendent Dr. Ryan Carpenter. On behalf of the faculty and students of Estacada High School, please accept our sincere gratitude and appreciation for your service to our community and for ensuring that Estacada is a leading academic institution for learning. Thank you. Today is a day to celebrate your accomplishments and look toward your future. As I consider the many qualities of your graduating class, perseverance comes overwhelmingly to mind. Throughout your high school years, you have overcome obstacles, achieved significant goals, celebrated successes, and persevered through challenges none of us could have predicted. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge at the successful closing of your high school careers that you began this journey at home as ninth graders, learning from kitchen tables, living room couches, shared spaces with younger siblings, parents and guardians working from home, dogs barking in the background, rehearsals and practices and performances outdoors and without spectators or audiences, and all the while you continued striving for academic success, even faced with uncertainty about what was to come next. Through the unprecedented events of a global pandemic, local wildfires, and ice storms, you demonstrated resilience, a sense of community, and remained driven to succeed. Perseverance describes the class of 2024. Tonight, we not only get to celebrate your high school graduation, but we get to recognize the next steps in your life's journey. Graduates, when I ask you to stand, please stand and stay standing. Please stand if you are entering the armed forces. Thank you for your service. If you are attending a four-year college or university. If you are attending a community college or trade school. If you are pursuing an apprenticeship or internship. Are entering the workforce after graduation. If you will be exploring the world or still determining what comes next for you. Please give our graduates a round of applause. Graduates, you may be seated. To the parents, guardians, and family members who have dedicated your hearts and lives to supporting the success of these graduates, thank you. You provided love, patience, and support as your students worked through struggles and celebrated successes. It has been an honor partnering with you on this journey. Graduates, please give a round of applause to your parents, guardians, and families. To our dedicated staff for their commitment to ensuring our students the best possible experience in every aspect of school, from the moment they first walked into the kindergarten classroom until the moment they exited the high school doors, thank you. It has been an honor to walk alongside as you worked tirelessly to prepare our students for their next steps. On behalf of the graduating class of 2024, thank you to all the staff of the Estacada School District for the time you have dedicated to our students and away from your own families. You are the true heroes in this work. Class of 2024, yes. As you close the door to your high school years, I encourage you to remember these things. First, treat others with kindness and compassion. The world can certainly use more of this. It doesn't take much effort, can have a profound impact on those around you, and will improve your own perspective on how you relate to the world around you. Try to keep a happy spirit. Embrace the journey ahead with optimism and a sense of purpose. Challenges will arise throughout life. Approach them head on, but try to find the positive in each situation. You choose the mindset with which you approach each day. Set the intention to find some good in each one. Remain open to new possibilities that will emerge. You never know what doors may open or what opportunities will be presented to you. Pursue your dreams, develop your interests, and seek to continue learning at every stage of your life. Don't let a fear of failure stop you from getting started. Take occasional device breaks. The ability to share and comment on nearly everything on your phone is enticing, but sometimes the joy in life is found living in the moment, the experiencing, remembering, then reminiscing about a moment that was shared with those you care about. Spend time talking with family and friends. Finally, as a fellow Ranger myself, always remember your Ranger roots. Your class selected some words from a song by performing artist Tim McGraw as a class motto. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go pursue your passions, chase your dreams, and keep your minds open to new possibilities that may arise. Your shared experience over the past 4 years at EHS, learning together, laughing together, crying together, celebrating together, has prepared you for this day. Seize it. And remember, Estacada will always be home. Everyone here today will be cheering for you now throughout your journey. I am incredibly proud to stand here today, having served as your vice principal, interim principal, and as another mom in the crowd, to congratulate and welcome you to the next step of your journey. Congratulations, class of 2024. Now, I'd like to introduce your ASB President, Libby Juker, and Vice President, Natalie Sanchez.
Hello everyone, distinguished guests, faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, our fellow graduates. I'm Libby Juker, this year's ASB President.
And I'm Natalie Sanchez, this year's Vice President. Thank you all for joining us tonight as we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2024. As we gather to celebrate the highest point of our journey yet, I'm reminded of the Zoom calls I slept through, the friendships that were formed and lost, the effort we put into our education, We didn't just go through school, but school went through us, shaping us into the individuals we are today. I would like to thank the teachers who pushed me to do my best. Thank you to my best friend for showing me what friendship truly is. But most importantly, I would like to thank my mother for giving me the most perfect example of how a person should be. If it weren't for you, Mom, I wouldn't be here standing giving this speech today. Everything I do is to make my mom and dad proud as they came into the U.S. with nothing but the clothes that they were wearing, and they built their way up to be such amazing human beings. I'm often asked, what keeps you so motivated? My true motivation is my parents. My parents are present in this stadium alongside with hundreds of others. But I want you guys to know something. I'm not here simply because of what I have accomplished, but I'm here because of the hardworking hands of my father, whose goal was to give me a better future. I'm here to complete my mom's dream as a little girl of pursuing my education and going to college to be someone who can help others in life. This diploma is for you guys and all that you guys do for me. Right now, we're all desperate to walk this stage and continue a new journey right out of high school, but now as we all go on our separate paths, I hope one day we can all look back at these last few years and truly cherish them now that we aren't just little kids anymore, but young adults finding out what life truly is.
Well, I was going to make this funny, but if anyone who knows me knows that they wouldn't let me talk for long, so here's this. I never believed my brothers when they told me how fast high school goes by. The past couple of years, I sat in those same seats in the crowd and thought about how far away our graduation was. But here we are, sitting eagerly waiting for our names to be announced and walk across this stage. It seems like yesterday that we were in 8th grade, excited about our 2-week break from school that quickly turned into so much more. It turned our middle school graduation into a slideshow, the majority of our freshman year into Zoom, wearing masks sitting away from our classmates, and then our sports seasons being jammed into 6 weeks back to back. But there were also perks, like leaving school, hopping on a Zoom call, muting it, and going to Dutch with your friends. Sorry, Mom and Dad. But even though we were thrown a curveball, we made it out better than we were before. And I truly believe that no matter what gets thrown at you, you'll be able to push through and overcome it. I've been lucky to grow up with such an amazing class surrounded by intelligent, kind, and caring people. I know that each and every one of you are going to do amazing things, and I can't wait to see your posts about it on Instagram. Class of 2024, we finally did it. Congratulations and thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce Salutatorian Anayu Morales.
Good evening, respected teachers, proud parents, and dear classmates. Wow, we made it. One of the biggest milestones of our lives. Tonight, we celebrate the end of our childhood and the start of adulthood. Things will never be the same again. Some of us will be leaving home, getting jobs, and gaining true independence. As I reflect on our journey, I am reminded of those early mornings we could barely drag ourselves out of bed, the classes that seemed to last forever, and the nights drinking Red Bulls, cramming for exams. I'm also reminded of the fun times, football games, late night hangouts, skipping class to get Dutch, sorry Ms. Pedraza, and just laughing with our friends till our stomachs hurt. All of these great memories wouldn't have been possible without our wonderful teachers, whose passion and dedication to teaching have led us to where we are now. You've taught us to think for ourselves, question the world around us, and never stop learning. Most importantly, you never gave up on us, no matter how many times we had to retake tests. To our parents and families, you are the real MVPs. Your support, patience, and belief in us have made all the difference. Thank you for always being there no matter what. I'd like to express my deep appreciation to my parents, Claudia and Richard Morales, for shaping me into the person I am today. Despite being teen parents, they've raised me with nothing but love, kindness, and understanding. They've filled me with guidance and the confidence that I can do anything I put my mind to. They are my biggest cheerleaders and my heroes. Without them, I wouldn't be here speaking to all of you. Literally, my mom helped me write this speech. Thank you for everything you do for my siblings and I. I love you so much. High school has been a time of discovery, discovering our passions, strengths, and what we want in life. It has been a time to forge lifelong friendships and create memories we will forever cherish. As we begin a new chapter in life, Let's remember the power we have to shape our futures and make a positive impact on the world around us. So whatever comes next, college, jobs, gap years, or something completely different, never forget all of the life lessons we've learned here. Keep growing and embrace challenges. Congratulations, class of 2024. Here's to our future and all the amazing things we will achieve. Thank you. Now, I'd like to introduce Valedictorian Emerson Bailey.
Good evening, family, friends, and fellow graduates. As one of our many valedictorians, I'm honored to have the privilege of representing the graduating class of 2024. Before I begin, I would like to thank all family members for putting up with me tonight. The past 4 years have been filled with uncertainty, but we have finally made it. Today marks a significant milestone in our young lives, the day we leave the comforts of a world that we have known for years and into a world brimming with possibilities and challenges. We are all moving on to embark on our own adventures, which means this could be the last time we all see each other. We may cross paths again, but our lives will be vastly different. This may seem like a bittersweet ending, but I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to be sitting before me. We have grown up together, and now we achieve one of the greatest accomplishments of our young lives together. We have years of memories together, and I am thankful for every single one. When I first moved to this district, I had no idea the special group of people I would meet and the impact they would have. I truly am grateful for being given the opportunity to grow up alongside all of you. I want to take a moment to thank our family, friends, and loved ones for helping us get here. We are the ones sitting in front of you because you are the ones that stood behind us. Without the unwavering support of you all, I doubt any of us would be where we are today. On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you for all of the support and guidance you have given us. I also find it important to thank all of the teachers and staff that have pushed us every day up until this point. You have been leaders, counselors, and even friends for us to turn to, and we couldn't have made it this far without you. We normally don't seem very grateful for all the support that you have given us, but I assure you, we are. Now, I would like to take a moment to thank two people that are personally special to me. Thank you, Mom and Dad. You are the reason that I have kept going all these years. You have always been my rock, even through the toughest of times. I truly am so grateful to have you as parents, and I'm endlessly lucky to be the best of both of you. I'm not the person that I am today without you, so thank you for inspiring me and pushing me beyond my limits to become a better version of myself. I love you both more than anything, and I am proud to be your daughter. Now, as we approach the brink of our future, it is important to reflect on the friendships we have made and the memories we cherish. Thank you for an unforgettable journey. I have no doubt that we will continue to make ourselves and those around us proud. High school may be ending, but our lives are just beginning. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Now, I'd like to introduce Valedictorian Sophie Caldwell.
Estacada High School class of 2024, we did it. It's bizarre standing up here. As a kid, you never really expect the day to come. Graduation is a topic that gets brought up throughout high school, where you laugh about the idea with your friends, and then suddenly, it's here. It's exciting, but it's really scary. Some of us are leaving home for the first time and heading to college. Some of us will be heading into the military branch, workforces, trade schools, and others still haven't decided what their paths and dreams are. We're so eager to grow up, and yet now that we are gathered here together amongst friends, family, and teachers, we want nothing more than to be a kid again. For example, 2 weeks ago I had my final band concert. When I first joined music classes as a middle schooler, I remember thinking to myself during my first concert, wow, this is great! I can't wait to do this forever. But even then, as a kid, I always had the daunting thought in the back of my head. It was a thought that one day something I cared about so much would come to an end. And now, although I'm going to college for music and I'll get to continue forth my music journeys, this is the last time I'll get to step onto the Estacada High School campus as a regular student and music student. As with this concept of time, this being directed to everyone listening and not just students, it is important to value what we have. We do not have time to complain about the little things in life. We as a whole need to appreciate what we have around us and surround ourselves with positivity. Be grateful for anything and everything that happens, because one day you'll blink and realize how quickly time is gone. For a shift of topic, I decided 1 week ago that I wanted to rewrite my original speech and dedicate it to someone who I think we should all aspire to be like. Boston Jackson is our piano accompanist for Estacada High School. He began accompanying for our music department when I was in the Estacada Middle School. Mr. Jackson is the most positive person I have ever met, and many others feel the same. He lives his happy days playing the piano for many students in many grades, folding paper stars during lunch, and stretching into many pretzel knots whenever he has the spare time. I have never heard him complain about anything. Well, besides those nasty chords and poor page turns within sheet music. But besides the point, he's always smiling. He's the absolute embodiment of joy, and he's the person I believe we should all strive to be like. Joy is a choice, and he is the living proof of that. If any of you decide to take anything away from this speech, it is to value your life before it's too late, be aware of what's happening in the moment, and be positive. I would also like to shout out my family, my friends in the choir, theater, and band department, classmates who I've sat next to for all of my high school career. I would like to also shout out the family who is currently watching me in Texas, my friends including Emil, who is also known as Ismail, and Alora, my family in California who's listening, and my cool uncle who's at work, also watching this live stream right now. Thank you, class of 2024. I would like to introduce Valedictorian, Grace Fullenweider.
Good evening, family, staff, and students. It is a great honor to be standing here today as a representative for Estacada High School's graduating class of 2024. I would first like to share a short story from my own life, one which, with some convincing, I hope will impact your own. To preface, if you don't know, I love movies. Those who have been around me long enough know I talk about them endlessly. I blame Mr. Mellema for that. Well, for my birthday last year, my little sister gifted me a movie poster. It was one of those big old scratch-off movie posters that listed the top 250 movies of all time. The idea behind it is pretty simple, but I'll explain it to you anyway. Whenever I watched one of the films listed, I was allowed to scratch off its correlating box, which would in turn reveal a cool picture. Rather quickly, this monotonous system of viewing and listing grew rewarding. And while some of the movies were harder to get through than others, with each new film I watched, my utter excitement to reveal the picture underneath the silk paper layer increased. The poster was practically a giant scratch-off ticket. Like, oh look, I've almost watched them all. Recently though, I've noticed that when I'm done with the poster, no, I haven't watched all 250 movies yet, that it won't be the end of my listing and checking. Because there aren't only 250 good movies in the world. And even if that was the case, some random person from Amazon shouldn't be making that list for you. To the class of 2024, even though you have scratched all of the required boxes to get here, and you seemingly revealed all the hidden pictures, there is still more out there. There's more accomplishments worth working towards, activities worth trying, people worth meeting, and of course, more movies worth watching. Remember that even if it seems the movie you're in now is challenging to get through, there's always a more interesting and much better movie somewhere else along the list. I wish the class of 2024 well as we all continue on with our many new adventures, just as I wish the same for all the parents and staff who we may be leaving behind. You should all be proud of the group of kids before you. They worked hard. To be a bit more personal, I would like to thank a few outstanding individuals in my life, those who guided me, taught me, and even raised me to be the person I am today. First and foremost, thank you to my mom, who has done an incredible job raising both me and my sister. You truly do the most for me out of anyone, and I love you very much. I am forever grateful to have you as a mother, for I wouldn't ever be up here if it wasn't for you. She quite literally taught me what valedictorian meant. Thank you to Mr. Erickson for the banter this year. You made coming to school each morning more enjoyable, and thank you for kicking some sense into me when I came to you worried about this very speech. I appreciate it greatly, and I owe you licorice. Thank you to Mr. Drew, to which I also wouldn't be here without. because if I had any other teacher to teach me calculus, I probably would have failed. Thank you to Mr. Mellema, who was one of the very first individuals who believed in me creatively, and is one of the sole reasons I am pursuing filmmaking after high school. Your paragraph-long comments on my essays and projects never cease to make me smile. And lastly, though I don't know if she's here with us today, here, but I would like to thank Heather Trainer. I had the honor of having Miss Trainer my sophomore year for world history. Miss Trainer was the first teacher I had in my high school that I felt genuinely cared about my well-being. Without her, I would not have had such a great relationship with school. Lastly, I would like to take a second to address the incredible students graduating alongside me. As exciting as this moment is, it is of utmost importance that you treat this time as an opportunity for growth, to reflect on these past 4 years in order to transition into the seemingly new world. What positive changes can you make? Each and every one of us should strive to be better as we come to the end of this chapter. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Thank you. Now, I'd like to introduce Valedictorian Marley Holsey.
Good evening, families, friends, faculty, and my fellow graduates. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the EHS faculty, past and present, for all that they have done for me in these past 4 years. Your support, devotion to the class of 2024, your kindness, and your leadership have helped mold my high school experience. Thank you to the staff who have been patient with me through 2 knee surgeries and many other tough times. Also to the students I've been surrounded by for the past 4 years. Thank you for the lessons you've taught me and the happiness you've brought me, all of the things we've endured together and the relationships and friendships we've built and learned from. I have loved the last 4 years with you all. I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Christiansen for teaching me how to be a better leader and for teaching me how far a little more patience can go. I also want to give a thanks to my mom for being there to support me, cheer for me at all of my events, staying up late to let me vent to you, or to help me with my homework and projects. I appreciate everything you have done for me and sacrificed. I love you. Since I was little, listening to music, singing in choir, and playing instruments has always been my constant, my outlet, my calm, and somewhere I could always be myself. I want to thank Mr. Frunk, Mr. Jackson, and Ali Sizowitz for all of your time with me and our choir. Because of how much music and the poetry and lyrical art behind it has meant to me, I decided to write the majority of my speech in song lyrics. You take a deep breath and you walk through the doors. It's the morning of your very first day. 'Cause someday soon, your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days. Started from the bottom, now we're here. If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. Take the moment and taste it. You've got no reason to be afraid. We're all in this together. Long live all the magic we made. Long live all the walls we crashed through. Life is just a classroom. I was patient, now I can scream that we made it. Then one day you wake up, you're tossing up them caps. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Congratulations, class of 2024. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Valedictorian Trey Shibahara.
Hello, class of 2024. It is an honor to stand here today and speak to you. I'm not here to talk about my grades or my achievements, but to share the journey that has brought me to this moment. If you follow the advice I share with you today, it will carry you far in life. Don't be afraid to do what makes you happy. I've been living my life to the fullest ever since I learned that I've been living my life to the fullest ever since I learned that I only have around 45 years until my next break, retirement. That one was for you, Mr. Erickson. You're almost there, you can do it. If you're going to do something, do it to the fullest. That means discover your passions and learn what you love, and do it. I have discovered a lot of passions in my journey through high school. I had the honors of captaining our high school's varsity soccer team, making it into the state playoffs 2 years in a row, and playing tennis. I've been in multiple plays and musicals and made history this year, founding Estacada High School's first improv club, and also being a part of the Estacada's first men's volleyball team. I learned how to write a play, make music, and I competed in my very first solo choir and partner acting competition, all in a span of 4 years. Just because school takes up most of my time, I never let it discourage me from doing as much as I can at once, even if it was at the cost of my psyche. There's a lot of nice things at the school if you don't look close enough, so don't take the mold for granted, because they complement the walls really well. We underestimate how valuable the teachers in our school are. They're there for us when we need them, even if we don't want them. Thank you to all of my teachers for being the catalyst that got me to this point today. Mr. Mellema, your vocabulary tool belt is one that pushes me to always ameliorate myself as a writer, and has made me the bombastic and Kafka-esque writer I am today. Mr. Drew, for helping me through the most complicated math questions, even when the answer is right there in front of us. And thank you to Mr. Collins and Mr. Frunk for pushing me to be an actor and a musician, which has helped me grow out of my shell and become the person I am today. And any other teacher that I didn't have the chance to mention, thank you truly. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for you guys. I want to say thank you to my siblings, Ava and Ty, who never miss a chance to make fun of me. You guys both mean a lot to me and have pushed me to become the hard worker I am today. Thank you to my mom, my rock over the years, who has always been there for me, even when I'm acting arrogant and sassy, who has pushed me to be myself and fights for me every step of the way. I love you, Mom. And lastly, thank you, Dad. Even if you're not here with us today, I know that you would be proud of where I am today. I did all of this for you. Some advice I have for my class in the following years is that in the search for truth, don't be afraid to be wrong. I hated the quietness of math class so much that I actually started answering the questions out loud. Eventually, I discovered a love for math because life's weird that way. Even if you're just guessing, the smallest of questions can lead to the biggest of discoveries. So be loud. Share your thoughts, and you might just learn something. My biggest piece of advice, though it may be the hardest yet, is to learn how to gain polarity. If Kirchhofer was up here right now, he would explain to you that it means to become a magnet. Strive to be a people person, someone others genuinely enjoy being around. It is a good sign if people have an affliction towards you because it means they appreciate what you have to offer. Chase that feeling that makes you feel fulfilled. Find that balance between being receptive and sociable, and take some time for yourself. Be a star. Shine brightly. Shine more light than those bathroom mirrors that disappeared halfway through the year. And finally, embrace everything life has to offer and take risks, because that's the only way you'll truly uncover your true passions. By stepping out of your comfort zone and seizing opportunities, you open yourself up to new experiences and possibilities. How will you ever discover the richness of life if you don't take chances? It's through these bold steps that you'll find what truly excites and fulfills you. So dare to explore, take the leap, and let life's adventures guide you to your passions. To conclude, I'd like to share an inspiring quote from tennis player Shuzo Matsuoka. Are you just living day to day? Are you lost and confused? I want to feel alive. It's easy. You can't think about the past. It'll just turn to anger. You also can't think about the future. It just turns to worry. In that case, hold on for dear life. Stake your life in here and now. If you stake your life now, class of 2024, you will be alive. And now, the Estacada High School Concert Choir, directed by Mr. Rendell Frunk.
The class of 2024 had the opportunity to select a faculty member to speak tonight. Mr. Mellema serves as EHS as an English language arts teacher. Please welcome Mr. Jeff Mellema.
Well, before I start, I just want everyone to know that I've waited 48 long years for this moment. There's been setbacks along the way. There's been some near misses. There's been blood and sweat and tears and thousands of dollars spent on sporting events and concert tickets and hours of flailing my arms like a lunatic. And finally, I've made it to this moment, this pinnacle achievement. I'm on a Jumbotron! Yes! Yes! filtered, I can't see it, but I came prepared. I got a sign. Hi, Mom. Go Rangers! Halsey for President 2032. Okay. That's not a political statement. That's just good sense. Okay. I know it's been mentioned already, but I just want to I want to mention again that today's faculty speaker was decided on by a popular vote of the senior class, a fact in which I take great pride. When I learned that I had been chosen above all my highly esteemed colleagues and Mr. Gunlock for this prestigious honor, my head, my ego immediately began to swell up. My body started to transform. My shoulders broadened. Long dormant pectoral muscles suddenly came to life. My hairline, which has been receding for years, started to advance forward with thick and luxurious new follicles. I even caught myself strutting down the hallway until somebody asked me why I was limping, and then I stopped. I thought to myself in that moment, they love me. They really love me. To put it in perspective for you guys, in that moment, I felt a little bit like our friend Ricardo does on just an average Tuesday. I was just a block of pure confidence and unchecked ego. But then one of my colleagues quickly shot me down when he said to me, "Jeff, you idiot. You better chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself." And I know that sounds goofy, but that's just the way Mr. Drew talks when he's not around students. He says to me, "Jeff, you idiot. You do realize there was a hard deadline for the voting for this. Students had 1 week to submit their votes, and there were no late votes accepted." Immediately, my ego deflated like a popped balloon, and my hair retreated cowardly back towards its crown. Because the class of 2024 has many great characteristics, but meeting deadlines and due dates, no. So nevertheless, I'd like to take this moment to thank those 3 seniors that successfully submitted their votes by the deadline. Or at least the 2 that voted for me. Seniors, I still feel great pride in knowing that I captured 2.1% of your collective heart. But I'm not here just to make fun of you guys and point out your flaws. That's mostly what I'm here for, but not all. This is a fun job. It's a fulfilling job. Most people think of education as sort of a one-way transaction. Okay? An educator presents knowledge, skills, and the support, and the student takes those things and then moves on with their life. But in truth, it's a lot more reciprocal than that. And what I mean by that is that teachers, educators, we take from students too, sometimes more than we give. We come to work each day with the baggage of our own lives. Financial worries, relationship struggles, family concerns, regrets, fears, our own insecurities, human stuff. And the basic unwritten rule of professionalism state that in any job, just before scanning your key card to enter the building, you should unpack or drop that baggage before you enter, so that you come in clear-headed and focused and fresh. But you guys know, that's not always possible. That stuff follows us. It shadows us. It can cling to us. So what does this matter to any of you? Well, because I want you to know something you might not know, something that you might not have ever considered. I want you to know that over these past 4 years, it's you, all of you, that oftentimes eased our burdens. You've been able to personally detach me from the baggage that I couldn't shake at the door. You see, the things that I'll miss most about you have very little to do with the awards or your diploma or the regalia you're wearing or the medals that are clinking around your necks. It's just the daily things you did or said or wrote or created, or just your presence, your aura, even though it didn't always smell the greatest, that made those tougher days just a little more bearable. So I want to take a moment to thank you and give you a sampling of just some of those seemingly small but impactful moments that you never knew existed but made all the difference. So what will I miss about the class of 2024? Well, I'll miss Macy Patterson calling me white boy. That's B-O-I, seemingly every school day for the last 3 years. Macy, where are you? Okay, Macy, I practiced saying white boy last night 100 times, trying to get the I, you know, thing. Okay, well, I still sound pretty white, I think, saying it. So I'll miss just talking movies with Trey and Grace, or asking Kyle Richards about the weekend ski outlook, even though I've never skied in my life and never planned to. I'll miss sharing my guitar struggles with Vince Chatterton, or listening to Lauren Hector talk sensibly about Taylor Swift. And for once, when talking to a Swiftie, not feeling like I'm talking to a deranged cult member. I'll miss Libby Juker. I can't believe I'm saying that. No, I'm just kidding. I'll miss Libby Juker blurting out a wildly inappropriate comment in the middle of class, followed by 10 minutes of me trying to contain my equally inappropriate laughter, followed by 3 months of therapy, intense therapy, trying to erase the image of that comment from my mind. I'll miss hearing about Cameron Jones's weekly automotive misadventures. Cameron, where are you? 10 and 2, buddy, okay? And slow down. And by the way, if there's anybody in the audience from the DMV, could we pull this man's file on Monday, please? What else? I'll miss the thoughtful intelligence of Josie Salazar, the old school honesty of Eli Olson. I'll miss the artistic genius of Allie Smith and the visual coolness of seeing Ethan Fulop work in the drum kit. I'll miss the sweet and delicate and romantic poetry of Cohen Schleich. I just made that one up, obviously, but wrestlers can be poets too, I'm sure. I'll miss Corbin Schaefer sporting his tuxedo t-shirt. Corbin, I'm carrying the torch next year. I got one locked and loaded in my Amazon cart. I just have to promise my wife I'll never wear it when she's around. I'll miss recommending a Modest Mouse song to Brendan and knowing it's in good ears, or reading Sequoia write so smartly about the Smiths or New Order. I'll miss Marley Holsey taking the time to say hello in the hallway on the way to finishing her 27th task of the day, and it's only 9:15 a.m. And then feeling personally insecure because my only 2 accomplishments at that point in the day are coffee and potty. Probably in that order. But in my defense, I probably did each of them twice, so that's 4 things to her 27. I'll miss reminding Ryan Thielke that his love for the 49ers is a medically recognized mental disorder. Yeah. And makes him 10 times more likely to suffer from male pattern baldness. But it's still a step above being a Chiefs fan. I'll miss Clancy Johnson rattling off obscure pop trivia facts I never knew I needed to know. And I'll miss the sensation of feeling 7 feet tall walking down the hallway next to Nehemiah Gall. But it's okay, Nehemiah, because you could drop and pin me in 5 seconds flat. Which coincidentally is the same amount of time it would take Kirsten to drop and pin you. Which is why I didn't mess with Kirsten in the speech, because quite frankly, I'm afraid of her. I'll miss Walker Coy telling me his assignment is almost done. He promises. He's just got 2 quick things to finish up for it, and he'll have it to me by tomorrow, at the latest. But if not tomorrow, maybe Monday, at the very latest. And if not Monday, no later than next Friday, or maybe, worst case scenario, Mr. Melma, the following Monday. But that would be the absolute latest, Mr. Melma, I promise, because it's just 2 quick things, is all, honest. And believe it or not, everybody, I'll even miss Spencer Grund. Actually, let me double check that one. That doesn't sound right. It's okay. Gall, McCoy, okay. Actually, that was a mistake. It's supposed to be Spencer Grund's hair. I'll miss Spencer Grund's hair. This could go on forever, but it can't. All of you at some point over the last 4 years had a moment just like this. A moment in which the spirit of your humanity stood guard over a faculty member's happiness, protecting it from our lesser selves. Sure, some of these could be interpreted as flaws, but flaws can be endearing and helpful when they represent a goodness that I know lives in each of you. So thank you. I'm almost done, promise. But my final advice is pretty simplistic and probably comes from a place of privilege. But you can't really accomplish social change or make a societal difference until you get yourself right, until you find some semblance of peace and happiness within yourself. So my simplistic advice, when you're happy, when life is good, notice it. This isn't easy to do. It's easier to vocalize when you're struggling. We say life sucks or I'm cooked. A writer I like, Kurt Vonnegut, wrote that we should actually vocalize moments of happiness when they're happening by saying this phrase, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is. See, I'm guessing some of you, even right now, are having difficulty fully absorbing the happiness of this moment. Your minds are preoccupied, cluttered with other stuff that's serving as a barrier from fully living and appreciating this moment. It could be as simple as, oh gosh, please don't let me trip on my way up to the podium. But maybe it's something more elaborate. If you're Bowden Stanton, for example, you probably can't stop thinking about your future. A future in which you become sovereign ruler of the entire world, pulling on the strings of humanity while floating on a golden crown-shaped air mattress, on your infinity pool, overlooking your monarchical estate on a private island in the Maldives. And if you're thinking that sounds pretty specific, well, I took it straight from Bowden's journal. And if you're Andrew Rydell right now, you probably can't stop thinking about, well, Andrew Rydell. Yes, you are. But that's okay, Andrew, because I oftentimes can't stop thinking about you either. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. Who else? And if you're Jeffrey Tegman, right now you probably can't stop thinking about, oh no. You know, on second thought, I don't want to think about what Jeffrey Tegman can't stop thinking about. But the point is this, sometimes for your own health, and so that you have gas in the tank to travel through the darker roads of life, unclutter your mind enough to acknowledge the beauty of the moment that you are living, and vocally acknowledge these moments as they are happening to help your memory and your mind build a case in defense of the greatness of life. Sometime later tonight or tomorrow or next week, do me a favor. Take a look around and say those words out loud. If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. And what is this? It's different for everyone. But right now, this very second, it should be very similar for all of you. It's that you're surrounded by people who love you in celebration of who you are and what you've become. And when I talk about being surrounded by people that love you, just know that includes me, as well as the rest of the staff at EHS. We love you. We want the best for you. We're proud of you. Class of 2024, this night is for you, and I'm so thankful I could be a part of it. For me, I can say with confidence, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is.
Well, it's now time for the presentation of diplomas. Ms. Jordan Collins and Ms. Laura Pedraza-Guing will soon be introducing our graduates. Thank you for your patience and respect as we announce each student by name so their family may share in their accomplishment.
Libby Juker. Jasmine McDonald. Natalie Sanchez Acosta. Lily Mireles. Anaí Morales Meraz.
Amaya Reyes Kohlhauer. Emerson Bailey. Charlie Felix. Sequoia Cross. Sophie Caldwell.
Alondra Sanchez Lopez. José González Felician. David Pérez Muñoz.
Nedra Baird. Brianna Lang. Selena Kay. Adam Renteria. Samantha O'Neill. Lauren Hector.
Avery Perkowski. Madison Saavedra. Brianna Price. Maddie McCullough. Jocelyn Salazar Mendez. Jenna Boyd. Carly Suo.
Vittoria Donizelli. Raphael Leger Beno. Vincent Chatterton. Jonathan Simpson. TJ Ngichi. Hayden Slaughter. Ava Bulkin. Alyssa Boyle Cushman. Ava Shibahara. Brendan Clutch. Fulip. Zoe Erickson. Macy Patterson.
Rosalino Mendoza Zurita. Hunter Everett Jensen. So just, okay. Oh, okay. All right, fine. All right. Alex Harrell. Liliana Harriet. Kira Spain. Breelyn Spain. Jaden Cook. William Woods. Ryan Kinzer.
Liliana Olivo. Noah Wallace. Grady Condi. Keenan Crandall. Corbin Schaefer. Clancy Johnson.
Nelly Espinosa. Kaylee Marsh Coleman. Isabella Myla. Victoria Myla. Jason Garcia Uribe. Marely Luna Gutierrez. Mary Wayman. Destiny Matthews. Haley Thompson.
Morgan Miller. Andrew Rydell. Jenner Pinto. Emery Hunter. Marley Halsey. Grace Fullenwider. Trey Shibahara.
Caden Armenta. Cameron Jones. Tyson Taylor. Mael Pierns.
Sophia Griffith. Ashley Alderman. Cole Myers. Rylan Vaughn. Osvaldo Perez. Alexandra Smith. Hunter Bennett.
Spencer Grund. Joshua Pallison. Cohen Schleich. Walker Hoy. Kyle Richards. Eli Olson.
Cassidy Elkins. Nehemiah Gall. Kirsten De La Zerda. Jeffrey Tegman. Anthony Alvarez. Bowden Stanton. Alex Meyer. Caleb Riley. Garrison Lee. Brandon New. Ryan Wallert.
Grady Smith. Sam Montez. Sofia Serrano Ponce. Carla Consolo. Ricardo Jurado. Lorenzo Alves. Ryan Filkey. Jacob Brewer. Saraí Góngora. Yemi Sul Kawich.
Grace Hammonds. Jocelyn Clark. Sebastian Lazaro Balanos. Scotty Weiler. Megan Hammock. Abigail Radford. Victoria Sandoyan. Jenny Terones Osuna.
Ramon Louvion. Diego Seeley. Owen Richardson. Benjamin Richardson. Dillinger Greenfield. Michelle Bermudez. Joey Holden. Alexander Vandermeer.
It is now my honor to introduce Superintendent Dr. Ryan Carpenter.
As we conclude, I just want to remind everyone in the audience that as soon as our graduates throw the caps, there's going to be some very loud noises, and so I just needed to prepare those for that in the advance. Could the class of 2024 please rise? By the authority of the Oregon Department of Education and the Estacada School District's Executive Board of Directors, I declare that you have successfully completed all graduation requirements to earn your Oregon High School diploma. It is now time for the moving of the tassel. Graduates, you may move your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, may I be the first to present the class of 2024.